Hello, what's up, everybody? Back again with another episode of Peep Game TV. Sorry for the delay for the people that have been sending me messages. I apologize. I've been super inconsistent. This year I'm going to try to do a little better. So, that's life gets in the way. Things happen. But this time we got some new equipment. You see my hands are free. No more selfie sticks. I get to do an interview without my forearms burning. Silvia Macor, thank you for joining me. So we're back, we're better. And today we have a special guest, Silvia.
Hey, hi.
And we're here to talk about the Women's March, which you attended last Saturday.
I sure did, yes.
So you guys packed a couple buses, right?
Yes, we did.
How many people altogether went to the...
Well, we had about 212 people on our buses. Wow. And we also, a lady from Woodstock, who's awesome, Marianne, organized two buses. But since she's in Woodstock, she said to me, would you mind keeping an eye on my buses, getting captains, and so we did, and we left from Wegmans and went to the march. It was awesome. We had a great time.
So you pull up and you see thousands of people in the street. Describe that scene for me.
Well, we left at 2 o'clock in the morning, and as we're driving down towards Pennsylvania, I started seeing buses next to me driving down, and I'm like, wow. People were sleeping on the bus, but I was up. And, because I kind of felt responsible for the people on the bus, wanted to make buses all over. And then we pulled up to RFK Stadium, got out of the bus, and all of a sudden I saw all these seas of pink hats walking in front of me. But what really was unbelievable is when we got up to the Capitol building and turned a corner and went on Independence Ave and stood up on, kind of like crested Independence Ave, and looked down. You could see we got there at the march about 10:30. There was a sea of people in front of us. And then if you turned around, there was a sea of people behind us.
Wow. And
everybody got their phones out. Everybody's taking pictures, and we were all like, wow, there's a lot of people here.
It must have been a crazy experience.
It's exhilarating. The energy that you feel when you have so many people there sort of kind of supporting each other and believing in the same things you do is just it's indescribable.
And we talked a little bit before we went on there, just that energy. And just people being positive and peace and together. Do you think that march can kind of have momentum going forward? Do you think there'll be more marches? What do you think the impact will be?
Someone said to me, well, I finally marched. There was maybe 500,000 people in Washington. They said 2.3 million or so on, 5 million people all over the world. So you marched. What happens now? Does it all? Everybody goes home, said we marched. Woo-hoo. Well, I from what I've seen from social media, there's a lot of people calling their senators, sending postcards, and so on. So I'm reading now that scientists are going to march, climate march, women's march. Everybody's on the march. And so yesterday, the Greenpeace protesters scaling the crane and resist. Yeah. So I think, is this 1968? I don't know, but
you can feel the energy.
The energy's there.
Yeah.
It's winter in the East Coast, and people are out marching in New York City. I guess there's a march in Philly right now. I think marching is great, but I think we need to have kind of think maybe more outside the box and have more local impact events, because we can march nationally and statewide, but locally we need to impact what goes on here to make a difference. So we need to start electing people to City Hall and to the state assembly that are representative of our views. So that's how the Tea Party got ahead. They started electing people who represented their views to local government. And then, those people hopefully move on to Congress and then the Senate, and that's how you make change. And maybe one of them is the president.
You got to start at the bottom, right?
Yeah, I know I have friends who are running for office right now, and, I'm like, great, I'm going to support them. I'm going to go to their fundraisers.
Right.
If they want me to campaign for them, let's do it. Let's
Right.
get them elected.
Right. And we talked about your sign, which was the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Yes, my sign was clean water for our babies. And well, I sat there and I said I knew there were going to be tons of signs,
right.
feminist signs.
Mm-hmm.
But the environment is really, the climate change and the environment are the things my issues that I really care about. Because I always say, if we're all poisoned, and we're all dying,
right.
What good is the president if we're all sick,
Exactly.
And I worked for the Syracuse City Schools, and a lot of our children, some of them, not a lot, a few of them have lead poisoning from living from homes that have lead paint. Mm-hmm. And you see the destruction that really poisoned water creates on children. And, and Flint still doesn't have clean water.
Right.
And people say, well, they've been living with it 8 years. Really?
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, so let's let them, they're used to it. Yeah. Let them die.
All right.
Is this the kind of nation we are?
Right. I don't know.
Are we?
I don't know. And our new president, that march was Saturday, and it's Thursday today. So in just 5 days,
already.
A lot of things are going on. So let's say Donald Trump walks in this door right now. You get a minute before he has to catch a flight or something.
Oh gosh!
What are some pressing things that you don't want to waste your minute? So
how long do I have?
Yeah, you have 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds to a minute.
What would you say to Donald Trump if you had him face to face?
I would say why.
Why?
Why a wall? Historically, walls have never worked.
Yeah.
The Great Wall of China sits there. So I think the wall from Mexico, which I don't think is going to be built, 100 years from now, 200 people will be going, oh, let's go visit the wall. It's Trump's folly.
Right.
So the wall is going to be this wall sitting there with weeds all over it, But I'd say, why? Why do you want to poison our water? Why do you want to build a wall that's useless? Why do you not want people to have rights? Why are you against immigrants? Mm-hmm. Yes, sure, maybe there's some that are don't want to have ill will towards us, mm-hmm. but the rest are great people. Exactly. Who offer diversity to a town, to a city, to the United States.
And that's what America's supposed to be, yeah.
For the most part, except for Native American, and African Americans who didn't come here willingly.
Right.
We're all immigrants. Mm-hmm. We all came here from somewhere else.
Right. It's tough times.
It's to me, it makes no sense whatsoever. Mm-hmm. None whatsoever. But.
So, what is your call or your inspirational advice? What would you, to people my age and even younger, people that can't vote, what advice would you give them now as they see all this crazy stuff happening on the news?
Young people, I saw a lot of young people at the march, mm-hmm. and it was, you need to get involved. You need to run for office. Mm-hmm. Look at Savanta Aarick in Ithaca, one of the youngest mayors, run for office, run for school board. You don't have to, run for Congress right away. There's all these, get involved that way. Mm-hmm. Campaign for people who believe in the same things you do. And if you're too young, like I said, I had 5 girls, high school girls who came on the buses. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping, that in the future they run for office or, right. President of a college. You can make such a difference in society, but, just getting involved and having some kind of a position, at school, right. Being the principal of a school, mm-hmm. and you run a great school, you make a great difference. Right. A teacher makes a great difference in children's lives.
And you never know who you impact.
You know?
From and getting involved, educating yourself, educating your friends.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends who are like, well, you're going to march, that doesn't accomplish anything. Well, sitting on Facebook and just going, well, Trump is bad,
Exactly.
blah, 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 or Twitter, really doesn't accomplish anything.
Nothing. You're just spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
What do you think about Trump's use of Twitter? I know when Obama started that social media thing, he didn't think it would get to this level. Do you think he should?
Well, there's a place for everything. So a president can. It's not up to me to decide what someone should say, but I would say, president would probably say, today we're passing a law that, we're going to give a tax break to people who have children in college.
Right.
Great thing. Or we're going to have free college for public universities.
Right.
But, to sit there and have tweets that, are like, ha ha, I'm better than you are and you stink.
So use it, productively. Use it
to move our country forward.
And to update the people.
But the worst part, I ended up unfollowing him because.
Yeah, me too.
But if you sit there and you watch what people answer him, and the way what they say to him, and you say, oh my goodness, this is what they just said to the President of the United States.
Yeah.
And it not only he's debasing himself almost by doing that, and I mean it's disrespectful to him, but he's disrespecting himself by doing that.
And the position of president.
Exactly.
So what do you think going forward? Do you think we're going to have some characters running for president in the future in 4 years? Or do you think we're going to hopefully get back to some sanity?
I know. I hope that people learn from this and say, this is not the way to run for president.
Mm-hmm.
This is not. And I'm sure his supporters are watching me saying, what does she know?
Right.
She what is she saying? But I mean, I watched the debates, and it was just shocking the way that the behavior was during those debates.
Mm-hmm.
And then now this, and you say, I'm not surprised. I don't know what to say. I hope that people learn from this and say, this is not the way we want to run campaigns. This is not the way the office of the presidency should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, and that's what I'm thinking.
I won't take up all your time. Thank you so much for talking with me. Thank you for all your work.
Yes. And we're going to focus on refugees now.
Yeah.
Let's help those. Let's help people understand that refugees are probably not our enemies. People, hardworking people who just come to me. That they're not to this country to find a better life for their children and for themselves.
There you go. One cause at a time. We'll
one cause at a time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go.